So, Jujutsu Kaisen has just released another character trailer. This time they're doing Geto and Yuta, and we don't know, this might be the last trailer for Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash. I mean, they also might do a launch trailer, and we also know that we're getting Premature Death Arc and also hidden inventory DLC for the game. Don't know when that'll actually be releasing and stuff like that, but today's anime question is going to be, who are you more excited to play with? Is it going to be Geto or Yuta? I don't know. Me personally, I'm thinking maybe Geto, depending on what this gameplay looks like and, you know, how many actual cursed spirits are going to let him use. But after we look at this trailer, we're going to be going into some more details about a few more characters that we looked at and some things that we noticed. And we'll be talking about things like that. But first, let's get a look at this trailer. Okay. So, of course, they got Geto at the beginning. And then they got Yuta. So what we got right here? Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh, so she's fighting Weebs? Oh, so she could come out and then there's another awakening attack after. Oh, that is tight. Oh. I'm about to say what we got, bro.
Don't disappoint me. Can you handle this?
Oh.
Playtime is over. I'm going to use my full force to kill you now.
Ooh, that shot with the eye was crazy.
Right before my eyes.
Don't get distracted, idiot. We've got to fight.
They got my boy Yuta and Maki. That joint attack is crazy.
This is the last of my strength.
Oh man, that looked crazy. That looked crazy. What else did we see? I think that was... Okay, yeah, then it's back to that. So, hey, hold up. Where's that shot at, bro? Because that shot was crazy. Right here. I think I found it. That. That is crazy, the way they got his eye right there. And man, he's looking intense. But let me see what it looks like. So it looks like we're getting 3 spirits. This one, 3 of the curse things, because this one, I think he shoots out the bugs and it pulls you back. And then he also had, I believe, what was it, the little, I don't know what those things are, like cockroaches. And then also the one from Jujutsu Kaisen 0 that puts them on the ground, I think. So let me see, 3. Yep, that one. This one pulls them back into a combo, actually. And then you got the bugs. And then, yeah, that one. I wonder, so does that one put them into, like, does it stun them or put them into the ground? I'm kind of curious. And then with Yuta, it looks like also maybe, I'm kind of curious when Rika's going to come out. I mean, it's possible they could have her come out whenever his cursed energy gauge gets to number 3. Seems like when his cursed energy level's 3. Because he's fighting by himself here. Maybe. Because I don't know. I have no idea. He says, come on, Rika, and then she comes out. So I don't know, maybe this is like, this might maybe be one of his curse techniques, maybe, where he summons her for a little bit. Kind of similar to how Mahito can, you know, summon his little curse spirits. Maybe Rika just comes out, you know, from something like that. I'm not sure. And then, you know, also when we look at the character description thing of him, it says that, you know, sometimes if an ally gets hurt, she'll come out. So I'm very interested to see how these two are going to play out. But honestly, truthfully, man, the trailer looked pretty crazy. I'm very excited to see, man, what they finna bring to the game. But we're gonna get into some stuff with some extra characters that we saw, because, you know, the Twitter constantly releases information about their characters and things like that. So some things that I saw, when we look at Nanami, they showed a little clip of him on Twitter, you know, showing him basically saying, you know, that Nanami very much depends on the damage that you're able to get in a certain amount of time. And also when you see with the overtime, it automatically is going to charge his curse meter. So when the match gets down to that 1 minute, he's going to be very powerful. When I looked at Jogo, there was a few things that I noticed. So we know that Jogo is going to be able to use ranged attacks and traps. But one thing I noticed from this little clip of him is the first strike doesn't take any cursed meter. So I'm wondering if this is an extraction technique and this is just one of his normal range strikes, which is pretty crazy because we see when he uses the purple strike, that uses cursed energy. But the first one, which is just the flames, doesn't use any energy. And you see he's fighting Sukuna and he's able to dodge Sukuna's ranged strike and then uses the trap. But one thing that was interesting about the trap is that it didn't look like the trap dealt damage. It looked like it was more of a setup. This also could have been Sukuna dodging the trap, but it didn't look like the trap dealt any damage with that. When we look at Hanami, his clip was pretty cool as well, and it was basically finally showing the arm being released, and it says that it's easier to damage enemies when the arm is free. So maybe it's like maybe a little bit of a faster activation, because when you look at the clip, it looks like Hanami is mainly like countering Itadori, which is, you know, a little bit strange. He's countering, and maybe when the arm releases, maybe you get faster activation of your curse techniques. And we also know that Hanami has range strikes, because when we looked at the Maki video of Maki parrying Hanami's moves, he was like throwing out some type of range, maybe buds or something like that. So we know that Hanami is maybe going to be a little bit of like a counter character from what we're seeing from these clips. And then, you know, my boy Toto, when we look at some things, some interesting things I saw with Toto is that the Boogie Woogie leaves you with a little bit of a brief stun, maybe allowing you to follow up with some things. And it seems like when you're seeing the combo that he's doing to Panda, when he knocks him into the air and he throws the projectile and switches with it, it doesn't look like this takes energy. So this might be just a part of a normal combo, like a normal extraction, or one of those, you know, extra techniques that, you know, gets you extra gauge but doesn't use your gauge, which is going to be pretty powerful if he can just move around by throwing that and it doesn't take any meter. That's pretty cool. And then also just, you know, a small quality of life thing, when you see him knock Panda down, you can actually see the door get dented, and these are things, you know, that I asked for, like, you know, quality of life. And hopefully the way this game works, they keep it like that. Like, any damage that happens on the field stays on there, because, you know, it just adds a little bit more, you know, to the environment. And the last thing I want to talk about is just let me know, what are y'all thinking about the hidden inventory and the premature death arc. So we know that this game is being, you know, developed by Viking, and Viking did My Heroes One's Justice. And one thing that stuck out to me is that there's a few different versions of Deku in My Heroes One's Justice. So it makes me believe that hidden inventory might not just be, you know, maybe just Toji and stuff like that. We might actually be getting a whole different version, because I didn't know if they were just going to do a skin, but we might actually get a whole different version of Gojo and a whole different version of Geto, because we know that Geto uses different cursed spirits in the beginning portion of the, you know, hidden inventory arc. He uses like the dragon and some other things, like things that we haven't seen, and Gojo for the most part was pretty similar, but I know for sure there's a high chance we might get a second Geto, and, you know, we might also even get younger versions of Nanami. I mean, we didn't really see him fight, so, but I wouldn't rule out the fact that we might not get reskins of characters, which I'm all for, especially if they're going to have, you know, unique fighting moves and things like that. But let me know how y'all feel about that. Do you think they should just reskin, you know, just give you a costume for young Geto? But I feel like young Geto in himself deserves a whole nother character with a whole different moveset. Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments. I'm very excited for this game. You know, we're going to be on this like crazy, maining this game. So, hey, I'm excited. It's coming out in a few weeks. But let me know how y'all feeling about it, man. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. We up.